Identify and map value. First, you should define value for each product or service that your organization offers. This gives direction to the entire organization's work processes, determining what, how, and whether it should provide specific goods or services. In lean thinking, the customer defines value. The customer can be a person, team, or company using your product. The value a customer assigns to a product depends on factors like the product's quality, capabilities, and price, and on how well it meets the customer's expectations. Customers of a casual clothing retailer, for instance, may place a high premium on variety, style, and affordability. Customers of a more upmarket retailer may assign greater value to quality and personal service. The customers of a healthcare provider are likely to value rapid service, accuracy, professional expertise, empathetic treatment, and a tranquil environment. The heart of identifying value is to understand what your customers' key requirements are. You also need to stay in touch with changes in these requirements, so identifying value is an ongoing process. Now, how do you think you can best determine what your customers value? Write down your response or enter it in a text file in your word processor application or in a text editor such as Notepad, and save it to your hard drive for later viewing and for comparison with the alternate opinion that follows. Understanding customer requirements. The best way to determine what your customers value is to ask them, for example by using surveys or questionnaires. You can conduct market research into what your current customers and your target demographic really value. Market research for a chain of clothing stores, for example, reveals that customers value the look of the stores, friendly service, clothing quality, and the garment alteration service that the stores provide. The result of the research is an accurate profile of the service and products that customers really want the stores to provide. Once you have identified value, you map your organization's value stream, including all the steps used to bring a product or service from conception to delivery to the customer. The goal in doing this is to help you identify and eliminate waste. Any step that don't produce value or create obstacles in its flow to the customer. So how do you map a value stream? Well, first you walk backwards through the entire production process. Then you draw current and future state maps. Finally, you develop an action plan for moving from the current to the future state. Now let's see each step involved in mapping a value stream to find out more about it. Walk backward through the process. You inspect the process from the time you delivered a product or service to the first step involved in creating or designing it. While doing this, consider how orders are processed, what triggers each subsequent stage in the process, and when products are checked for errors. Draw maps. You need to draw up two value stream maps. The first, known as current state map, records what is currently occurring, including information such as wait times, resources, tasks, and processes. The second map outlines the ideal process, known as future state of the value stream. Develop an action plan. Once you have the current and future state maps, you develop a practical action plan to fix the current errors and move toward the future state map. This plan should involve all employees, who must participate in continuously improving their work functions. Now, let's see a question. As the manager of a well-established plastic toy manufacturer, You are currently implementing a lean approach in an effort to reduce cost and add value. How can we identify value and map the value stream for your company? Here have the options. Establish what the toy retailers your company supplies really want and appreciate. Examine the process for creating and delivering each product. Map the current process and an ideal. And map an ideal process and then plan appropriate changes. Review your company's quarterly financial reports and/or boost marketing for a new range of educational toys your company has manufactured to generate more demand. And this is the answer for you to compare. This option is correct, the first one. In this example, toy retailers are your company's customers. Identifying value involves establishing what they value about the product or service your company provides. Option 2, this is a correct option. Mapping the value stream means you walk backward through the process, draw up current and future state maps, and develop an action plan. Option 3, this option is incorrect. In the context of a lean approach, value refers to what customers value, rather than to financial values like those in quarterly or annual company reports. And finally, option 4, this option is incorrect. A lean approach focuses on establishing pools, with production tailored based on existing customer demand, rather than with demand manipulated to suit production.